Could this mean $5,000 gold, $100 silver? There's so much drama surrounding CBDCs, Central Bank Digital Currencies. Is it warranted? I've got some breaking information I'm going to share with you in this video that might just change your mind about all this fear we have of CBDCs. But by the end of the video, we're going to talk about how the potential impact of the CBDCs could be rocket fuel for the silver price and gold price. That's where I came up with $5,000 gold, and that might just be a start, and $100 silver. Let's talk about it right now. Do you need to be afraid of CBDCs, Central Bank Digital Currencies? Listen to this from Reuters. Study shows 130 countries exploring central bank digital currencies. Hey, whether you're scared or not, you can always join me here in the basement. I'll help quell your fears. We'll have a little fun, a little camaraderie. I want you to come back. You, I'm talking to you. It's called YouTube, are important. No matter where in the world you're joining me, please come back. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Turn on the bell notifications. That way you'll get notified every time I put out a new video. And know that you're always welcome here. Listen to this. A total of 130 countries representing 98% of the global economy are now exploring digital versions of their currencies, with almost half in advanced stage development. What is that telling us? We know all the fear-mongering going on right now throughout the world regarding CBDCs, right? There will be no more paper money. What do you think that means for silver and gold? We're going to talk about that at the end of the video. But they'll also, through CBDCs, be able to monitor everything we do. People compare it to George Orwell's 1984. Is this warranted? Is this truly coming down the pipe? I've got some additional information that might just change your mind. But maybe we should be a little scared, because the Atlantic Council think tank published information saying significant progress over the past 6 months meant that all G20 countries, with the exception of Argentina, were now in one of those advanced phases. 2 other big emerging economies, India and Brazil, also plan to launch digital currencies next year. The European Central Bank is on track to begin its digital euro pilot ahead of a possible launch in 2028, while other countries will also take significant steps towards pilots this year. But what about the United States? A lot of you are joining me from the U.S. What's going on in the United States? Do we need to be scared? Well, in the United States, progress on a digital dollar is only, quote unquote, moving forward for a wholesale bank-to-bank version. The Atlantic Council's research said, whereas work on a retail version, that would be what we use, right? They're talking about FedNow, which comes out, that's bank-to-bank, a retail version to be used by the wider population, has stalled. Yes, stalled. U.S. President Joe Biden, who we all love and admire, ordered government officials to assess the risks and benefits of creating a digital dollar back in March of 2022. The heavyweight status of the dollar in the financial system means that any U.S. move has potentially enormous global consequences. But the Federal Reserve and our old friend Jerome Powell, we always love to mention our friend Jerome Powell, he said back in January of this year that Congress, rather than the Federal Reserve, should decide whether a digital version is launched. So Jerome Powell said, hey, it's not up to us at the Fed. This is up to Congress. And let's think about something else that's going on right now in our world. What do you think it means that a growing number of states throughout the United States, states like Kansas, Utah, Texas, are all passing legislation to allow their citizens to reclaim their constitutional right to use silver and gold as money, right? There's movement. I believe it even in Florida. Some legislation was passed saying that you can't force our citizens to use CBDCs. So do we really need to be afraid? That's a good question, because sometimes, just sometimes, if you've been around as long as I have, we can't always 100% trust what these government or especially Federal Reserve officials are telling us. We've never been lied to by the Federal Reserve, now have we? They've been upfront and honest with us from day one. Think back to Alan Greenspan, Ben Bernanke, Janet Yellen, and our new and current Federal Reserve President, Mr. Jerome Powell. They've never said things like inflation's not a problem, inflation's transitory, inflation's temporary. They never said 2 years ago that we're not going to raise rates until 2023, only to raise rates a year earlier at the fastest pace in history. No, they've never lied to us, so we have nothing to worry about, right? Well, maybe wrong, because it certainly does feel like the world is moving toward CBDCs. But what would that mean? Could that mean for the price of your silver and gold and precious metal mining stocks? I want you to consider one fact. Guys, if we go to CBDCs, there will be no more cash. Okay? The only, and correct me if I'm wrong, unless you want to buy some cryptocurrency, maybe you do that on the FTX exchange with your old friend Sam Bankman-Fried. Nonetheless, we get rid of paper currency. The remaining bastion of financial privacy will be what? Gold and silver. Everything else will be tracked. Heck, even cryptocurrencies are tracked. That could lead to a flood of new money coming into the precious metals market from everywhere, from every corner of the earth. Because when we hear that 98% of the world's economies are moving towards CBDCs, that would mean every corner of the earth might have a sudden interest in accumulating precious metals. It could get very interesting. I'm going to be here for you through it all. I want you to come back to Ron's Basement. You're important. I appreciate you watching this video. If you want more, go watch a live stream. But most important, until next time, you be well. Hey everybody, it's Ron from Ron's Basement, live on the log flume. Say hi, girls.
Hi.